Right, is this working? Is this working? Right, well, oh, somebody's watching. Right, okay, so in fact, let's start off with a big square one. Yeah, big square one. Why not? Don't really have that much new stuff at the moment. Hello, a rock with a sharp jawline. Okay, a strange name. Thank you for being the first to comment on my stream. So, this is designed by X Squared. I'm guessing that's a 3D puzzle designer. Yeah, okay. So, this is the Z, um, ZE puzzles, I think it is, or Zeal, Big Square One. It's a shame, like, Diane Sheng won't make it like a normal Big Square One. You need some 3D printed thing that scratches really loudly like that. But it's quite impressive that this stuff is not that expensive now, especially considering it's still 3D printed. I guess it's 3D printed in China, and they make enough of them that they can do that stuff. Um, well, I guess I've got a Zeal timer here, although obviously I don't think it has Square-1 scrambles. Um, no. Oh no, it does have Square-1 scrambles. Okay. Let's try and scramble this then. Um, so six, five slash 4 minus 2 slash 3 6 slash. Obviously, I'm not very good at Square-1. Minus 4 minus 1 6 0 minus 2 6 minus 3 0 1 minus 2 2 3. I mean, I guess the fact that I could make all of those moves suggests to me that I probably did it correctly. I don't know. Now, of course, the question here is like, I'm so bad at Square-1, is the fact it's huge actually going to hinder me significantly at all, or am I just going to get at the same time? You see this being incredibly frustrating at competitions, though, to just hear that. If you're like competing next to me and you just hear this the whole time. No, I'm trying to do silly stuff that I can't actually do. On earth, Daniel, like, this is ridiculous. Are you seriously that bad at Square-1? No, I'm starting this again. That is ridiculous. Like, I cannot believe how badly I mess up stuff like that sometimes. Like, I try and do clever stuff because I think I know what I'm doing with so on, but no. Of course, I like anything beyond literal beginner method, I will mess it up because I don't practice it. It's quite simple. I don't practice Square-1, so I can't expect to be good at Square-1. Right, let's give it another go, and then we can get on to 7x7, which I actually practice and am decent at. Okay. Okay. And yeah, okay, right. I don't think I could get away with competing with this then. It's just, unfortunately, too big, and even though, like, I'm terrible at Square-1 anyway, somehow I'm still even more terrible with this. And, yeah. So, yep, this is the big Square-1. It is available on speedcubing.org. I'm quite disappointed nobody's bought it yet, because it's quite a fun puzzle to have. But obviously, it doesn't turn as well as the likes of some of these other big cubes, because it's 3D printed. Right, let's get on to the 7x7. So this is the YJ Pocket 7x7, which is 55.5 millimeters. So I guess even smaller than their Pocket 5x5, which of course is the same as the Zlong 5x5. What's happened here? Excuse me. What are you doing? Thank you. Right. So this should be, I think, even smaller than the Diansheng Mini 7x7. I do hope that YJ planned to release this before Diansheng, and it was just a coincidence that they both were working on them. Because if YJ thought, oh, Diansheng made a Mini 7x7, let's make one too. Like, come on, that's just a nuisance. Ooh, okay. I think this might be better than the Diansheng one. Do I still have the Diansheng one here? No, I don't see it anywhere. Maybe I sold it and haven't replaced it yet. I think that's probably what happened. That's a shame. I might have to replace it at some point. But I've only got one in stock right now, looking at my shelves. I've got a few more of these. Right, okay, so this is the Diansheng Mini 7x7. The Zeal timer doesn't have Square-1. No, it doesn't have 7x7 scrambles. But let's use it anyway and get some 7x7 scrambles, and we can solve this. and see if I can solve it in under 3 minutes. That's kind of the goal, because that's kind of what determines a good 7x7 in my eyes. Because any good 7x7, I should have no issue solving in under 3 minutes every time, unless something goes seriously wrong. But yeah, I don't know. Right, okay, so that's first one, that's huge, this one, that's tiny. Okay. It's going to be recorded as a 3x3 solve. Okay, that's not a good start. That really isn't a good start, and that was very, very unexpected and sudden. Right, okay, well, I'm going to have to pause it and rebuild that. That is weird. How did that just suddenly happen? Hello, Daruma Cubing. You've just come in when I've suddenly had this happen. Right, okay, well, I mean, obviously I can rebuild this stuff. Interesting, there's no torpedo there. That might be a design flaw. Yeah, right. Okay, so I should have no problem rebuilding this at least. Let's give this a go. Might be quite fiddly, I don't know. Yeah, I don't really. I mean, the nice thing is there is no way I can get this wrong. Right. Oh, come on. Yeah, this is going to be more frustrating than I thought. Okay. Pieces are so tiny. I'm just shocked how it happened. I just did not expect it to suddenly pop on me like that. It's going to be quite fiddly because these pieces are even smaller than normal ones, normal 7x7 pieces. I keep thinking that that's the right piece to go there when it's not, and then I'm having to carefully take it out. And suddenly, as soon as cube pops, people start watching. quite funny actually. Cube pops. I suddenly get more viewers. Right, okay, so put that piece there, then that piece in there, then that piece there. Okay, so which one is it? This one is the inner piece that goes there, and this one goes there. Nope. No, carefully come out, because I've realised you're not supposed to go there. What about this one? Is that supposed to go there? Nope. Right, so carefully take that one out too. Which one is supposed to go there? Or is it supposed to go another way around? It must be supposed to go there. What about this one? There we go. Okay. I'm convinced like I was supposed to go there anyway. Okay. Which piece needed to go here? There we go. And now for the outer piece. Hello, alpaca does cubing. Interesting, it's new people this time. None of the normal people on my streams today. Right. There we go. That's that in. Right. Let's see if I can do the rest of this without too much trouble. Okay, so that goes out there. Then we've got one of the inner pieces there. And then we've got that piece. No, it's not that one. It's got that one. That one goes there. Yep. Then that one. You're actually cubing. Well, hopefully yours isn't a tiny 7x7 that's just popped like this. Merry Christmas. Excuse me, can you stop being a wretch and go into your location that you're supposed to go into without any problem, without causing me any trouble? Just do your job. Thank you. It's very important. Thank you. You two, get in. Stop being stupid. Right. Okay, interesting. Well, the concern right there is that now I know that that can happen, it can happen again, which is going to put me off turning it quite so fast. And I don't really like the fact that that can happen. Yeah, which mini 7x7? Presumably not this one. This one's too recent. Very few people have it yet. Presumably the mini Diansheng SMC 7x7. Which I initially thought, well, this new YJ1 turns better, but after that, I'm not so sure. Because that was not forced, that was incredibly sudden. That wasn't just one piece coming out, that was 25 pieces coming out. So I'm going to tighten the tensions, which I don't like having to do. Yeah. Right. Half a turn. Okay, well it's a bit tighter now. Hopefully that will be enough. Yeah, put the centre caps back on, and hopefully I can do a solve on this. Okay, well something's gone wrong there with OBS. Hopefully, if anybody's actually watching me, it will be fine. Right, that's the centres done. Now on to edge pairing with my unusual method, but that's quite good and probably especially for this sort of thing. Just need to concentrate. 3 minute barrier is not happening. (3 minutes 20). Oh dear. Well, to be fair, like, except for that surprise giant pop, I quite like this. Um, but I don't really know. Like, that giant pop was very unexpected, and I'm not sure what to think of it. It kind of messes with my view of it. You know what? I'm gonna do one more solve of this, and then I'll get on to some triple cube UWRs, hopefully. Right. And Royal Mail still haven't come to collect any parcels, which means I should probably end the stream slightly earlier than I was hoping to, in order to go to the parcel post box, although it may still not get collected until after Christmas. Obviously, like, I'm sure nobody's stupid enough to order today thinking it could get delivered for Christmas. But it would be nice if things could at least get there not too far after Christmas. Anything happening on Discord? Right, let's do one more solve on this. Where do I want to start? Oh dear, messed up again. Might be possible. Yes, 258. Okay, so this 7x7, despite being 55.5 millimeters, does pass the sub 3 test on the third attempt. So yeah, despite the pop, maybe it's okay. Maybe you should get it. I'm not sure whether I could recommend it over the Diansheng one though. Right, so one thing I've wanted to do on this stream is UWR attempts for triple and quintuple cube. So I've made these. These are magnetic as well. using Maylong 3x3 V2Ms. So yeah, currently the world record for the triple Siamese cube is 152.36, and I'm pretty sure I've got quite close to this. I've also put in the Richard Tupel Siamese cube, which you can go back through my streams to find. And of course the quintuple Siamese cube UWR, which I must be able to beat. I mean, you go and watch this video. Like, it's literally somebody who's attached 5 Rubik's brands together. It's I've got to beat it. Sorry, multi-cubing, but like, I've got to beat this. Right. Okay. So let's see. Um, so I mean, the only hard one is the middle cube, which obviously I initially really struggled with, but I eventually figured out how to solve it reliably. And obviously the middle cube will be the same with every middle cube of the quintuple cube. But let's start with the triple cube. Right, so we have, I'm going to start off here with green, a green cross, just like normal double cube solving, then the middle cube, and then the other cube. Yes. So pseudo slotting here. Right, so the middle cube is going to be hardest. So green, yes, and then green there. So now we've got to do some piece inserts. Yes. So right. Yes. Okay, and now for the top. So, oh yes, I've got to insert this stuff as well first. Yep. Now it's a case of yep. It's a case of doing really frustrating stuff. Nope, that hasn't helped at all. Okay. No, this is the problem. There's just so much fiddling around because I don't have a consistent method for this. I need to develop a consistent method so I can actually beat stuff like this, because it should be so easy. What is going on with OBS? Just deliberately wrecking my streams. Right, there we go. I'm back here. So, right. No, it's all messed up. Again. Right. So this is a setup move. Then I gotta do a cycle here. A U-perm. Think that was a wrong U-perm, so I'll do it again. And then I just always forget. I always forget what I'm supposed to be doing, and then I reverse it and it's wrong, and then I have to do everything all over again. This is the problem. If you're going to expect to break these UWRs, you need to learn to do stuff and be sensible. Right. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is the problem. Because it could go like that, and then it's easy. There we go. 5 minutes 7. I mean, that is so stupid, ridiculous. But I mean, the thing is, it's just so much messing around on the middle cube. If I can just get a good scramble on the middle cube, and obviously I've got to do it randomly. If things just go well on the middle cube, then I can easily solve the other two cubes in a fast enough time. But it's just very annoying to do. Is there any way I can, like, force myself to be better every time at this? Are there any techniques? Because I think I've got most of it right, or as close to right as I can. Okay. I mean, this is the problem. There's just so much care required. I have to remember those setup moves, and I just know I will forget this setup moves. Yeah, of course I've forgotten them. Like, I can't expect to remember the setup moves, which is so annoying. Right, okay, let's... Now I've solved that again. Oh, it's just... Okay, right. Right, okay. No, that's not going to work. Um, no. is that not going to work? Um, oh dear. Right. Um, yes, right. But how do I do this bit now? Because I can't do anything about that. And these are the sort of problems that are just going to keep coming up every time. So I guess I just have to get a nice scramble on the middle, unless there's just some technique that I'm missing here that I haven't figured out yet. Because I can't do what I would like to do. Hello, welcome CXLD sucks Z. No, that still doesn't work. Congratulations on being first to say first. Wow. No, that still doesn't work. I guess the only solution here is to do a U-perm, then do it, then do another U-perm. Or, yes, that's what I remember. Yes, and then do the U-perm. That's it. Come on, Daniel. You should know that stuff. Okay, let's do another practice with the middle cube and then give it a go. There's many other algorithms you should know, and if you're going to break these UWRs, you're going to need them. Well, maybe not them all, but some of them. Right, okay. Yep. Okay. Okay, so that's all done. Right. So now we can flip that with an H perm. Then we can do that. Then we can do a U perm. This brings back so many memories of solving the Vigin tuple cube. Then yes, we can do setup moves here, and yes. Yep. Yep. Okay, that's easy. Right. I guess the thing is, if I start from the middle cube, then if I start from the middle cube, then if it's bad, I can just start again, and I don't have to worry about solving the other two cubes. So basically, yeah, like because the UWR to beat is 1 minute 52, and that shouldn't be too difficult, but obviously things could easily go wrong. So let's mess this all up, and then yeah, if the middle cube is slow, I can just restart. Oh, great. Because of that, I'm going to have to check that. Right, let's make sure I put it back correctly. Yep. It's very annoying. Completely avoidable. Just don't do that. Right. Okay. Right. So, middle cube first. I'm going to start like this. Solve the green. And then the red. Red, yes, red. And then see what happens. It's done. Okay, that's messed up. Right, I can restart. Right, I'm just going to have to keep doing this until I get this right. Obviously, it's going to get quite frustrating, but it's absolutely necessary. Right, the trouble is with this is getting this right. So, it has to go. So there has to be a red opposite and then a green opposite. Let's just make sure. Why do you have to come apart? Yes, that is correct. Okay. Alright. Maybe this UWR is harder than I thought, although I'm pretty sure I've got relatively close before. Right. So, the green piece is down the bottom. Yep, that's in the right place. That is not. That needs flipping. Okay. That needs flipping. But this is going to be more frustrating now. Yeah, I'm going to have to just mess stuff up. Oh, no. Okay. It's over. I don't know what there is to do to get the middle cube faster. I mean, obviously, presumably there are loads of algorithms I could learn for middle cube of triple cube, but I don't want to be doing that. Right. So we're starting with red this time. Okay. And everybody's left anyway, so I might just give up soon. But you never know. You might miss out on a UWR. Although not if I do stupid things like that. That is incredibly frustrating. Okay. Okay. Right. So red. What on earth? How has that happened? What? How? How does this stuff happen? I mean, I'm glad that wasn't like an actual valid, well, close, because that's ridiculous. I mean, that must have been when it popped, and I must have put stuff together wrong. Right. Oh, come on. You're just going to come out now, aren't you? Reg. Right. Okay. Hello, schooler. I guess you're the only person watching, so you might be the only person to see my UWR that's obviously coming. Like, surely. I think I'll have to save the quintuple cube UWR for another day, although maybe that's easier. I don't know. Just stay in. I don't want to see any stupidity with you popping out. That's just really, really annoying. You don't have to do that. I don't want to have to tighten you because that is annoying. Okay. Right. No, you stay in. Don't you dare do that. Okay. Sorry about that. I'm just getting quite invested in this because I do kind of want to succeed. Yep. Okay. What on earth? Okay. And yep. Oh, this is brilliant. Don't waste this one, Daniel. On earth, you are wasting it, aren't you? Okay, blue. Yes! Easy! 1 minute 19.77. That is easily a new UWR. Right, okay. That is done. Let's update the list of unofficial world records. And should I try? Right. Let's edit this. 1 minute 19.77. Daniel Evans of the United Kingdom. Guess I have to like send a link to my stream. Shit. I presume there's nothing happening there. Right. I'm not gonna save this edit yet because I'm gonna give it one try of breaking the quintuple cube UWR, which should be incredibly easy. I say should be incredibly easy. So now I'm actually going to deliberately pop that off, and I'm going to put these on, which I've prepared in such a way that I can just slot it in without any problem. So now we have a quintuple cube, which I'm going to try and solve in under 12 minutes and 26.67 seconds. Right. So, I mean, realistically, like the last two cubes, I'm basically guaranteed to solve in under a minute, unless something goes seriously wrong. So it's the middle cubes that matter. But yeah, let's go for it. And just try and be careful. This is the problem. They're just going to keep falling off, aren't they? I don't want to have to tighten it, but I might have to. I think if it falls off during... Well, I say if it falls off during the solve, but like I don't need to try and turn that well to break this UWR. I mean, the current UWR holder literally did it with 5 Rubik's sprites. It's crazy. No, I'm not taking a break, YouTube. Shut up. I'm going to do one attempt, unless something goes wrong early on, of this. And then, if I fail, well, I'll have to try again some other time. I mean, only one person cares anyway. It might even be me, I'm not sure. So, whatever. And leave that in this position here, or that position, even better. Yes. And then it's red at the bottom. Yes, red at the bottom, which is already solved there. Okay, so oh, it's this again. Which I hate. I have to do that right away. Already one of the most annoying cases you can get on. Wait a minute. This is scrambled properly. Okay. Okay, well that's the first cube solved very fast. Although, well, it counts. If there's any dispute, I mean, like, come on. Okay, right. So we've got that done there. So, okay. I mean, I can keep doing this all day if U-perms just suddenly have decided not to work. Okay. Okay, well that was easy. Alright, let's go on to this one now. Hello, not Elliot. Welcome to my stream. Am I going to succeed at this? I would be very annoyed if I don't at the moment. Okay, yes, I think an H perm would help here. Yes, okay. Now, um, okay, and now we do that. And then we do the U perm. Oh, okay. I didn't even have to do any more. Right, okay, that's easy. Still can't get out of the habit of trying some weird things that I know won't work. Right, that's 4 cubes done. Way, way faster than the UWR. No, just don't go wrong, Daniel. 4 minutes 12.29. Right, that beats it convincingly, I think. Yeah, okay. 4 minutes 12.29. Maybe I should just add extra cubes to my Vision tuple cube at some point. Maybe that's some stupid thing I should do in the new year. Daniel Evans, United Kingdom. Oh yeah, you're supposed to put brackets there, aren't you, to YouTube videos? Right. And there we go. Right. Maybe at some point I should add a bunch of extra records like quadruple Siamese cube and sextuple Siamese cube and septuple Siamese cube, octuple Siamese cube. Oh, I wonder, what's the name of the person who created the 4x4 speed solving method used by the fastest solvers in the world? Yes, I've met him many times. Right, my edit was saved. Let's make sure everything's correct. Where's it gone? Right, yep. Good. Good, good, good. United Kingdom. Okay, yeah, let's just leave it like that. Yeah, we'll leave it like that. Okay, right. Well, thanks to anyone that bothered watching much of this. Um, yeah, you can buy cubes tomorrow. They won't ship out until Monday